What's going on, guys? Who is Tunde here? Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, your podcast about African music on the continent and the diaspora. What's going on, people? Another week, another Afrobeats Weekly podcast. Thank you guys for always tuning in when that podcast notification bell hits on Mondays. Hope you're enjoying your holidays if you're in Nigeria. If you're not in Nigeria, sorry for you. Shout out to diaspora listeners out there too. And if you're listening in space, underwater, wherever it is, are we living out any other hemisphere? Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys
Yeah,
for listening. Like we always say before we start this episode, I'm sure people are like, yeah, I'm sure some of you know this part by now, Seth. Before we get into this episode,
always.
please rate and review this podcast. Engage with us. It helps us grow. It helps us get noticed. So as you're listening from your favorite app right now, just leave that 5-star rating and comments. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, we'll be doing album reviews. Do they still matter? We review albums here, but do they still hold as much weight as they used to? As usual, we've got new songs, dates, spoiler to free turntable chats, all that other good stuff. What's going on, show? What's going on?
What up? What up? What up? How you doing, man?
We're not too bad. We're not too bad. How your side?
No, man, it's fantastic. Can't complain. Having a good time.
Having a timeless time.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Nice.
timeless, yeah, have your thoughts changed on the album? Do you like it more? Do you feel the same? Do you like it less?
Like I said, still his best body of work. I got some people coming out for me, but I feel altogether cohesive album. I bumped it all week. Like it hasn't left rotation. So yeah,
Yeah,
still like timeless.
pretty much the same thing for me. Like if nothing, my appreciation for it has even increased. Like it's a very good thing. Yeah, and I've gone back to it without like still skipping the same songs I skip, but like I just appreciate the album better because I'm hearing it everywhere. I'm hearing unavailable everywhere. I'm hearing it everywhere. Like it's more interesting for me. So like we said last week. I think it's still a very good album, best Davido album by miles. And where you're sending me something on the group chat now about like him saying previous album he spent $2 million on. This one he just spent only 300K. Like you said, he didn't go chasing.
Yeah, man.
Everything came natural.
Exactly. Can you remember? Exactly. So can you remember? Like he had 3 big features on the last album.
Yeah.
I do not remember listening to those songs at all. Like, so I cannot remember a single line from the Nicki Minaj song. The Nas and Hit Boy song, where did get me started?
So you can
And then
imagine
he
how
had
much
the
you
Chris
paid.
Brown
You can
song.
imagine how much you paid for a Nas and Hit Boy feature and a Nicki Minaj feature.
Yeah. The Chris Brown features. So like those are big money that he spent on that. I don't know if he shot a video for any of them. I can't remember anything from that. So it just shows you that look, he just went in-house, did that thing, and look at the body of work. Flawless.
Very,
Flawless.
very nice body of work. Timeless. Let's know what you guys think. Have your thoughts changed? Is it still the same? Do you guys like the album? And speaking of timeless, I think we have 2 fan mails today, and both of them are talking about timeless. Both of them are from 2 places. One is Az, one is Ezekiel. So I guess 2 is. Anyways, first one says, "What's up, guys? I listened to last week's episode and I totally agree with you guys' rating of timeless. On my first listen, I was like, this is a decent. Sorry. On my first listen, I was like, this is decent, and gave it a 7. But as I continued, I've been hooked on, and I don't have a favorite song on here. Honestly speaking, this is the album of the year. LOL. The piano on this album is very smooth. Tunde said something last week. You can't go wrong with my piano, but I think I found someone that has. Check out Pengman's piano record. He actually went wrong. Have a great day on staging. I've checked out that song, and it is, for the lack of a better word, absolute. I don't want to say trash because we don't use trash again because of people's feelings, but that Pengman record was not it at all. Sorry to say, man. Pengman.
It's not it. Exactly. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me.
Not for me. Yeah.
Oh wow, like I said, man, you can go wrong on a piano. So yes, that's it.
I
Okay,
mean,
so let me
overall,
go on to Ezekiel's. Let me go on to Ezekiel's mail. Ezekiel said, first time writing in. I just actually finished listening to the new Davido album in traffic on my way to work, and still had another 45 minutes to listen to the podcast. Damn, crazy Lagos life. I agree with you guys on the review. It's his best album so far. I'm glad he was able to channel the positive energy into this one. Nice one, guys. You have my 5-star review and rating, like Tunde always says. Woo.
yeah. Yeah, I think the general consensus again is that the album is very good. Like, generally, like everybody enjoys it. You know, obviously it's music, some people don't like it, some people, but generally, if I've seen 10 tweets, I think 7 of them are, oh, I like this album. So, yeah, generally, you know, very accepted, very nice album. Yeah, thank you guys for writing in. If you've not
Yeah.
written before and you want to write in at fanmail at afrobeatspod.com, fanmail at afrobeatspod.com. So let's kick off with news making the rounds as usual this week. And it's mostly Davido, not to lie. Davido's timeless has shattered multiple streaming records. He has set the new record for the most streams in the debut week on Spotify Nigeria. Timeless also has the first African album to top the US iTunes chart. He has set the record for the first day streams of African albums on Apple Music. The album also had over 12 million streams in its first 24 hours, more than any other album in the history of Audiomack. The album also broke the record for the biggest first day streams on Boomplay. It's 7.25 million streams on opening day, surpasses the previously set record by Burna Boy's Love Damini at 3.38 million. So yeah, it's Davido month, to be honest. All the news is centered around him. So yeah, it's pretty much him. Like I said, still all timeless reviews. So everyone is holding back their albums. Speaking of holding back their albums, Wande Cole, show's fave, has pushed the Legend or No Legend album back to May 19. And again, I think it's this album. But let's just hope May 19 is May 19 this time.
Yo, man, I'm just telling you, man, you have to let Davido cook, man. You have to let Davido cook. It made no sense. Like, you can see all the records Davido is breaking, and you want to drop your album like a week after. Come on. It makes so much sense to just, you know what? Just let Davido cook, just giving him as much weeks as possible, and when he dies down, you drop your album. Makes perfect sense, man.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, man. When you're the leader. You know, the buzz around him is crazy right now. So if I don't care who you are, if you drop an album, you might make it to number one, but after all said and done, people will still go back to everything. Anyways, after
Yeah,
the
so
news, yeah,
I want to mention like two things,
yep,
right? That we kind of missed out. So one, Starr and Burna performed at the Dreamville festival last weekend. It was
yeah.
really dope. Burna was the act just before Drake and J Cole, who were the headline acts, and apparently Burna's set was fantastic. Starr also had a great set, and Starr is also performing at Pharrell's festival, which is also dope. And in his, year of dropping only stadium festivals or stadium concerts, Burna is performing in New York at a baseball stadium. So,
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw
shout
that.
out. Hey, man, that's gonna be crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
That's gonna be
Crazy.
crazy.
Crazy what these guys are doing. Again, whoever thought Afrobeat would take it this far. Those guys are
Hmm.
doing amazing numbers. What a time to be alive. What a time. Anyways, let's move on to today's news, today's topic, sorry. Album reviews. Do they still matter? Obviously, we review a lot of albums here, we review a lot of songs here. As a matter of fact, I think most people that follow me on social media follow it because of the reviews we used to do back then. But that was back then. Obviously, climate has changed. I think the internet has sort of democratized the music industry in terms of what is popular. Most people give their thoughts in real time now. When an album drops, people are tweeting about it as they listen. So, like what used to be
Yep.
like solely the job of journalists is now anybody's job. And So personally, I feel reviews still matter, but it depends on who cares. But good or bad to me, it's still a form of promo for the artist. It still remains a vital part of conversation around music. I think it may not be as revered as it once was in terms of oh, this person reviews my album, good or bad, but I still think album review has its place.
Yeah, man, it does, man. But like you said, streaming is sort of like, taking it away from like traditional album reviews,
Yeah.
right? And and also I also think that because streaming has taken away from album reviews, streaming all like album reviews also kind of still help because there's so many albums come out like every month, every day,
That's a
right?
good.
And
That's a
some people just don't have time to just don't have time to go through all of those albums. Like, trust me, like sometimes I'm just like, come on, man, another album? Like, how am I supposed to listen to that? So, you just a quick album review or like for someone that you respect, his opinion or her opinion, takes it a long way, and you're like, okay, I'll give that a listen. Sometimes if the person says, nah, this is not for me, or I didn't feel this, also I'm not listening to that as well. So it goes both ways. It ruined it at the same time. It also improved it. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think it's even better to have a bad album review than no album review at all because a bad album review is like, I'm curious, why is this guy bashing this song like this, bashing this album like this? Let me go and find out like what this guy doesn't like about it, and the person may end up liking it. So good or bad, again, album reviews. I know for a fact that as a creator, as artists, you like to always, you know, go in terms of like, oh, what does this person think about my music? Like, whether you know the person or not. Even as people on like creators on podcasts, like there's no sometimes you go to the comments and people are like, like what you guys are saying, some people are like you guys are trash. You still want people to rate you and say, oh, okay, this is good, this is bad. So it is a form of promo. It is I don't think it's ever going to die, no matter how democratized it is. So for sure, to me, album reviews still matter, especially to all these artists and creators. So yeah,
Yeah.
it does matter. Album reviews. Hashtag album reviews matters. Album review matters. Anyways, so yeah, that was today's topic. Let us get into songs and albums. New songs and albums. Top song, obviously, 230 by Asake that dropped. And I have a love hate. This song is absolutely amazing. That's a tragedy of how I like this song. So let me explain. I think it starts off with his signature Asake sound. You're expecting to hear tune into the sound of King and Blues. You don't hear that. And it kicks off with these amazing melodies. I love it. But then the drums come in, which I absolutely hate because I think it just spoils the melodies. I think it's too excessive. That's just me. Then verse 2 comes and it goes absolutely bonkers. I'm like, what the fuck is this rapper flow this guy is going on? And then the song ends and I'm like, damn, I want to listen to this song again. And I just press repeat. And I've been on that cycle since I've listened to this song. Just love, hate, what's this drums, repeats like that. So I think it's a very nice song. Asake to me has done it again. This is another one for the Asake playlist.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So on me, I'm not yet. I don't have the love yet.
Yeah.
Neither do I have the hates. I just have the mid.
Oh,
So I am exactly. So I'm mid on this. I don't know. I don't know where I am, but I don't know. Like, is this it? Am I expecting more? Nah, I just don't know, man. We have to do comparisons because it's the same sound, and I just think about like everything on the past album. Like, could this even be on the past album? I don't think so. So, to me, right now, I'm not there yet. So,
yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
I think it kind of because it kind of like has the same blueprint. The beginning sounds like all those. Then you hear the four Asake song runs. So I think it's still I think it's still be able to make the same the last album. I don't know, but that's just me.
I,
Anyway,
I like my,
loves.
exactly like I wouldn't think it would have been the standout track of the last album. So to
Yeah,
me, yes, that's where I am right now. Am I kicking soon? Maybe Davido is still playing in my head too much, but yes, am I
yeah.
kicking soon? So let's see how it goes. I'll give it another week.
All right, no problem at all. She was giving it another week. I think it's a fantastic banging song. Let's move on to Duffel Bag by Joeboy. Another nice Joeboy song produced by Beats by Timmy and E. Kelly. Joeboy has all these fire songs, but for some reason his songs have not been connected to the audience. Maybe it's just me, but that's just how I feel. I feel like the songs have not been connecting as his first three, four singles, but all the songs have been, very good so far. This one is also going to be on his next album, Body and Soul. What say you?
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I saw the video.
The
Yes,
video is
with the girl.
like so. The video is like really playful and colorful, and I think that's why the song stuck to me. Like if I listened to the song by itself, I probably I probably would have listened to the song. So that's another thing. And videos help. So yeah, like I think the video made the song digestible to me in
Okay.
my ear. So yes, I like the song. I kind of like Joe Boy. He's like under the radar, and he has quite a number of good songs. So
Yeah.
yes, this makes my playlist.
Okay, okay. Makes my playlist too. Disturbing You by Darkoo and Starr is our next song. I like this one. Nothing really much to say. Ayra came through. The chorus is perfect for TikTok and social media. Disturbing. So I think with uh, bankrolling behind it, this should pop very soon. Decent song. Maybe not really my cup of tea, but it's a pretty good, social media song for them Gen Zs.
Another question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think Aya is as big as she is now, or she should be bigger?
I think she's on the right pace. I think she's on the
Right
right
place, right?
right pace, right time, right everything. So she will still, if all the hits and everything we've been hearing, her image and everything is anything to go by, I think she'll still evolve, she'll still keep growing bigger. She's still trying out new things. She gave us a very good album. She came back, gave us a commercial with stability, and people, love it or hate it. Still made it to number one. I was even seeing one tweet today about the worst song of the year. And that song was like on like if I checked 20 tweets, I kid you not, 15 was stability. But it's still a hit, it's still part of the learning process. So they're learning what works and what not. Or if maybe they want to say, oh, commercial gives us money, let's drop one commercial banger, let's drop one with me showcasing my voice and my songwriting. So I think she's on the right path, right pace. She's growing as she's evolving as she's bringing out one single. So yeah, she dope, she dope, she dope.
Yeah, because had a discussion with some people who said like she should be bigger than what she is, and I was just like I think she's on the right path. Like you said, dope album last year had a deluxe, I believe.
Yeah,
Had some features. This year she's on. I think she's the only female act on like two festivals, Afrobeat act on two festivals. And yeah, so yeah, same answer. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, this song, as always, Ayra is the star of the song.
yeah.
Um, it'll take a while for me to catch on, but yes, I like her. I like her feature. I like her verse. So yes.
Yes, sir. Let's go to It's Different by Pretty Boy Dio. Another energetic Pretty Boy performance for me. Very high energy, high octane, Pretty Boy style. So I made my playlist just because it's very hyper and I'm just listening to it in the gym for a while. So yeah, that's it for me. Pretty Boy Dio, very nice song. You guys should check it out. It's different. Pretty Boy Dio. That's the name of the song. But I'm not saying it's different. It's different by Pretty Boy Dio.
That's actually name is wrong.
Yeah, that's actually the name of the song. So yeah, let's move to new albums, and we've got a new album for review this week. It is I don't know if it is Whiny or Winny, but for the sake of this podcast, I'm going to it's Winny. So I'm going to go with Whiny. I think Whiny sounds better. So
No,
Whiny,
what?
go with
No,
Whiny.
I don't think Winnie sounds better. Winnie sounds better. Winnie actually sounds better.
Are you serious? Winny sounds better. Yeah, okay, when you want to say Winny, me, I can say Whiny.
Winnie,
I can say Whiny. So anyway, they choose, we'll both be correct. I'm all of us will be correct.
Winnie. I
Anyways,
go with Winnie.
got the Whiny EP for review. To me, let me just say it straight away. Solid debut body of work for me. We picked our spotlight of the week a while back with a single Pretty. Now she's back with a body of work to prove that she's no fluke. 7 songs, 0 features. Production by the fast rising Dami, P, there's World Magic, there's Waji. Um, Album has like a very dancehall vibe, but still has like a very Afro feel to it. Maybe if you call it Afro dance, Afro dance. I mean,
Afro
it's
dance.
Afro dance, yes, Afro
Yo.
dance. Anyway, the songwriting was great. The production was very crisp. I loved it. I have nothing bad to say about this album. EP, like they call it, 7 songs. She kept it simple, kept it tight. I think Ghetto Feels is my favorite for now. But all the other songs are equally good too. So nothing bad to say. Very dope album. Can't wait till she blows big. Can't wait.
Yo. So yesterday I was on a super drive spree, and this was the only album playing, and probably I
For,
was driving for like.
for people that don't super drive spree, just tell them you're in Canada, not in Lagos. But when you say super drive spree, people are like, well, are you driving in Lagos and super driving?
No, so it was like, speeding on highways, I was driving through the highways, no traffic, whatever.
Continue.
Anyways, I was only driving for like, I don't know, an hour, 30 minutes. This album was like 18 minutes. And literally, it just kept playing. So it played the whole time. I don't know when it starts, I don't know when it ends. Like,
Yeah.
so that's one thing. Like, it just plays all through. But for some feeling, some way, I almost feel like she uses the same style on every single song. It's not a bad thing,
Yeah.
exactly, because one, this is her first album, so it's not a bad thing per se, but you kind of want, like, be able to tell the difference between a couple of songs.
Yeah,
It
I
was
feel
it was kind of hard. Yeah, but yeah, Pre was my standout track. I also like Reparation. It's really dance hall to me. It's really really dance hall. So she kind of reminded me of Coffee. So that's what I was getting in the back of my mind. Like, that's what can you compare it to? Like, kind of sounds like Coffee, but if Coffee was from Nigeria. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a good first step. Hopefully, gets noticed. She starts hopping on some features and she rises to the top. So we're cheering for you, Winnie. Let's win.
no problem. I see what you're saying. I see what you said. It sounds to me, you can look at it both ways. It makes it cohesive and it makes it like one long song. Songs like you said are not bad at all.
Exactly.
So yeah, big up Winnie, Winnie, we are rooting for you. So yeah, you guys should check it out. WINNY. That's also the name of the EP. That's also the name of the artist. So yeah, from there, let's move to our spotlight of the week. This week, it's a Ghanaian artist called Baaba J. Baaba J. If you're a Nigerian, you're like, oh, that's a guy, but she's a she. She's a singer, rapper, songwriter. All those genre bending babes. Trust me when I say she's very, very talented. I played her EP this week. The song I want you guys to check out is called Ole, and Baaba J is spelled BaabaJ. She also dropped a project in 2020 that I want you guys to check out called Umba Streets. Trust me when I tell you guys, she's a very talented person. Uh, this is another person I can't wait to see blow. So, yeah, spoiler of this week, Baaba J with Ole. So let us move on from spotlight to the charts, and we have a new um, debut, not new number one. We just have like someone debuting on the charts. Straight to number 8, that person goes. But let's kick off with number 10. Ability by a Starr is at number 10. It's dropping. Carry Me Go, Cade, and Spice also dropping to number 9. And the debut this week, Will I Declan Rise makes its debut At number 8, that's Odumodu Black with Declan Rice. Number 7 coming down,
Wow.
Rema, yeah, debut at number 8 straight up. And I saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming because it was like it was like the toast of social media. Also,
Yeah.
like, yeah. So number 6 we have Soso, Malay, Soweto, Victory Temple, Rema featuring Don Toliver is going up. That moves up to number 5. Who's Your Guy drops to number 4, Spyro and Tiwa Savage. Stamina is going back up. Tiwa Savage, Starr, and Young Gun at number 3. 2 and 1 stays the same. 2, we have Guagalada, Buju, Kiss Daniel, and Shea Vibes. So, number 1 is still Party No They Stop. They can only go hands flex.
Yeah.
So next week I don't think this is a bold prediction. I know unavailable is going to be top 3. Let me just say top 3 if not number 1. And a couple of and a couple of Davido songs are going to shake going to shake the charts. We're not going to see a couple of songs. Yeah, so that's not a bold prediction. It's going to happen given the all the records that he broke on streaming services this week. So yeah, that's my not so bold prediction for the charts next week. And from there, we're going to the fives. And my 5 this week is top 5 Quarter One collab song. And I have at number 5
Mm.
Whoa Whoa remix featuring Means, Black Bones, and Buju. One of the best songs to drop.
Haha.
Yeah, one of the best songs to drop this quarter. I wish I had a longer run. It's still on my playlist. I still bump it very heavy on that not so smooth drive that I always have. Number 4, Party No Dey Stop. I'm gonna go down Zeno. This was a collabo I didn't know I needed. Right. Number 3, Who's Your Guy, Spyro and Tiwa, obviously. I think this is 2020's first anthem. Absolute banger. Number 2, this one I call 2023's first hit song. A crazy collabo that worked. Wagalada by Buju, Shei Vibes, and Kiss Daniel. And number 1,
That
this is my
one. I know you're number one.
this year. Stamina. Young John,
What?
Savage, and Starr. I don't know
I'm
who
shocked.
is in this song for me, but play this song like 1 billion times. Yeah, so
I'm
Stamina
actually
is
shocked that there's a
my
song
number
that
one.
didn't make your list.
Yeah, I'm listening. What song?
What's Abracadabra?
I don't know. Tried, but maybe number 6.
Yeah. I'm shocked.
Yeah,
Okay.
number 6, yeah, but yeah, it was. I saw it, but I was like, you know what? So, anyways, that's my list. Give us your
No
own list.
problem, no problem. So this is my top 5, Q1 songs,
Yep.
generally, just all Q1. And number 5, we spoke about the single that dropped, but Buddy and Soul by Joeboy is my number 5 song of the quarter. At number 4, it came in just before the quarter ends, so it's like, all that great, the great stuff before the quarter ends, and it is Colors, my baby.
Mm, yeah.
Um, like, I think, you remember how, like, we spoke about dropping 2 songs, and one song might work, and one song might not. This is the song that worked, and it's working really well. So I've seen it on a couple of reels already, and it just sounds great to me. So Colors makes it at number 3. Party No Dey Stop. I called it. I said it was going to be a banger. It is a banger. I know these things, man. Yo.
Head now.
At
Yeah,
number 2.
head. You've said it like 50 times. Okay, it's a banger. Don't give head. We're right.
At number 2, well, one remix is like I can't take it away. Like this song plays all the time. Like my playlist is tired of this song. And at number 1, stamina, stamina. Yo, man, collabo on point, everything. Starr, Tiwa, and our boy Young John, who's just hitting everything out the park. Yeah, man, that's my Q1 songs.
Yeah, not bad at all, man. We have like I think 2 or 3 songs in common there, so not a bad list at all. Q1 has been pretty decent in terms of hits. By this time
Yeah,
last year, Q1 it was Asake.
Asake was Asake.
it was an Asake keyboard, but this year he just tried to make his debut in keyboards. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to eliminate. And speaking of, we're talking about Joeboy earlier and how his songs are not gated. So I went to my Joeboy playlist. I was able to get 8 songs. I mean, Joeboy is pretty good with the hits. Anyways, sip alcohol versus nobody. What say you? That's sip my alcohol versus nobody. Nobody, nobody.
It's nobody. It's like that's a no brainer.
Hey,
That's a
nobody
no brainer.
for sure. Let's go to the battle of the new songs. Body and Soul versus Liquid Rhythm. Yeah. Liquid
Buddy and soul, man.
Right,
Buddy and
Body and
soul, man.
Soul. Let's go to back to the old hits of his. Don't call me back with Mayor Kun and his debut single. Baby, my baby. What say you?
Sorry, man. Cool. Gotta step out this one.
Right, goodbye. Right. Let's go
Yeah, man.
for All for You versus Celebration. All for You versus
All
Celebration.
for you. Celebration, man. Celebration. Let's come on, man. Come on, man. This is easy.
Right, Celebration. So yeah, we got Nobody versus My Baby, My Baby. What you think?
Nobody, man. Nobody. Come on. Let's make it to the final. Let's take it to the final.
Okay, Nobody, Baby, Sorry, You're Gone. The thing about Joe Boy, all these songs, you just go to his YouTube channel and you just see like 555 million
And
views. And
then
like, what's going on?
you
From where to where?
like
Anyways,
Joe Boy be like, I feel like Joe Boy is like the Winnie of like most. It's like
yeah.
you don't know, like you just know, but he is.
You don't know until you like go to his numbers and you're like ridiculous numbers. Anyways, Celebration versus Body and Soul.
Look, the way Body and Soul be feeling to me is
All right.
different, man.
Say less.
I go with Body and Soul.
All right. Show goes with Body and Soul. So making it to the final eliminate songs. Showboy edition is Nobody versus Body and Soul.
Yes, Nobody is the song that everybody would know by Joe Boy. It's his pinnacle. It's his, mountaintop. But I also feel like, artists that, no matter what, can still churn out these hits and
Yeah.
still go deep inside the pocket, and bring out something else. Those are the artists that we should champion because that shows that their river of talent flows constantly. Hey, look at me, I'm giving you this pastoral.
Maxim poetic, like you would say in the
I'm
education.
really preaching right now, man. Just to say that Body and Soul is a song that makes it and takes it, and that's it. I stand on it.
All
Fight
right.
me.
That is this week's eliminate. Body and Soul takes the cake, and we can't wait to Body and Soul. I think it comes out this month, if not next week or so. Anyway, we'll check the dates. Body and Soul album 2 coming out. Body and Soul. Top safe for show. On day to eliminate Joe Boy edition. And that, my people, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Afrobeats Weekly. We hope you enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Pod, Google Pod, and Spotify, or wherever you get your pod from. We would love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Please leave us comments, suggestions. Send new music to fanmail at afrobeatspod.com. I know you guys have been sending emails. They've been forwarding it to me and I've been replying you guys. I think I've pretty much replied everybody in terms of like giving feedback. Also, don't forget to follow us
Okay, good job.
on Afrobeats Pod. We'll catch you on the next episode. Yeah. Next episode.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.